Let's start the show. It's Ryan knows. So kick back, relax, and let him guide your soul. Around the windy roads of life to take you high and low. Trials and tribulations and acquaintance you should get to know. So maybe let him in to get a better sense and open up your heart and your mind to find a better friend who's experienced a lot in life and isn't perfect. As he looks for purpose, a deeper meaning as we dreaming in between the circus and beneath the surface.
I'm Brian, and I know that we're going to spend a lot of money today.
Yes, we are.
Yes, because Gavin and I are here at the Hughesville Bargain Barns for their Toy and Comic Expo. And so this is what's special. The Bargain Barns here are awesome because of the different stores that are here, but what's awesome about today and the reason that we're here is the fact that there's a bunch of different vendors that geek out over all different things, from comic books to Pokemon cards to vintage Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars. What else have you seen?
Funko Pops.
Yeah, lots of Funko Pops, Legos. Yeah, there's all different
stuff.
Yeah, all different stuff, and that's the cool thing is that we get to geek out, and in between recording, we spend Gavin's money. So we have the person in charge here with us right now. This is Sherry. Sherry, say hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the Brian Knows podcast. So Sherry is you're the property manager here?
Yeah, assistant. I tag team it with my mom.
Okay, that's
Cool.
awesome. That's awesome. Mother-daughter duo for
Yep.
this. Okay, so tell us a little bit about the Bargain Barns here.
So we are a historic tobacco barn. It was constructed in 1939, originally by the Bolings, and they had it forever, and then they converted it to a flea market. Probably 80s, 90s. They started doing that, and then my grandfather actually bought it in the early 2000s, and then my mom took over, and then they dragged me back
That's
to work for
awesome.
them.
It's a family thing.
Yes, it's a family thing.
That's
That's
important.
awesome.
Okay, so here in the Bargain Barns, there's lots of different stores. Yeah, so I don't know, could you call these boutiques? Could you? Because everybody has different things in here, right?
Yes, it's this barn is what I call the red barn, and it's more open, and the people have their own stores, and they can really set their own hours, but typically it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And then our white barn, it's only open on weekends, and we have just smaller booths, but they're usually, they're all rented out, and they're just everything. We have a coin guy, we have a track slot car.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, we have a RC track place too. And
Okay. Now, are there stores so we're sitting right in front of Toyman X's shop, and it's a legit shop, and there's several shops that are like that. Some of them are set up more booths. And when we've been here on the weekends, we'll see people that are set up that'll have tables in front of the shops as well. Is it like that over there in the White Barn?
Yes, they're just a smaller booths. Like theirs are usually 10 by 10 or 10 by 20.
Okay.
But if you walk over there, they're all, I have about 40, 45 booths there.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Now, events like this, do you guys do this often, or is this something new over here?
So I've been managing the barn for 3 years, and I've been trying to do different things to kind of put us back on the map.
Yeah.
Because we have a bypass, and story of bypasses. When it was constructed, everyone kind of forgot about us.
Right.
And I started doing these events, and it brings people back. And I get, hey, when did you open back up? I'm like, we never closed.
Right.
1939.
It's like the Radiator Springs
Right, yes.
of Charles County into St. Mary's County, right?
So This is our second Toy Expo. Our first one was in April.
Okay.
And Bill really headed it off. He's the Toyman X. He's been doing. He has the connections, so he gets of his friends.
Right.
And it's doing well. I think it will snowball, and we're already planning our next one in April 18th.
Wow.
Okay.
And then
Sounds fun.
and then because of that, I have other vendors. I have a primetime photography and sports cards. They want to have a card show.
Awesome.
And then I have another antique vendor. He wants to have an antique show.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But that's good.
awesome.
That's good because it gets different people in here. And in talking to Bill, we've dealt with Bill since Gavin was a little guy and just into Toy Story, into Peter Pan stuff.
To buy a lot.
So we still have that stuff to this day, and he has the connections, and the fact that like today you've got people that are coming from Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, just to find those rare finds. And today you have that, and I just say that just in the, I think 30 minutes total that I've spent walking around and not really staring at things. Because I know that it's going to hurt my wallet.
You've only spent 30 minutes? I spent an hour looking
I know you
through this
have.
stuff.
That's why I was texting you wondering where you were at. Okay, great. So you said the bargain barns are open. You said different vendors have different hours, but pretty much on the weekends?
Yes, weekends all year round. Saturdays 9 to 5 and Sundays 12 to 5.
Okay, and then how do people find out about different things that are going on here?
Our Facebook is a lot of events I have on that. I'll try to do like Google events and flyers, and I think we tried Craigslist, like just kind of do some old.
Okay, so with social media, how do they find you guys?
We're just Hughesville Bargain Barn.
Nice and simple. That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
That's good. All right. Awesome. Sherry, thank you for coming on here as a guest on the Brian Knows podcast. We have a present for you. It's called a BKB.
You want me to
so
do
this
it?
is
Or you wanna
you
do
can
it?
give her a BKB. So before you go in here and grab one, you can hear it's in this Lego skeleton head. Don't look. Just grab and just reach in there and grab one. It's just a little thing for you.
Okay.
All right. Don't nothing to be
Okay.
scared about.
Right.
So there, she's closing
I'm
her eyes.
covering my eyes and
fine.
digging around.
Okay, all right. Now you can. So this is it's a Brian knows. It's a Brian knows baby.
Oh,
Yes.
it's
That's
very
BKB.
Cute.
It's based
So
off
Ah.
of me when I was little. No,
Oh,
I'm
modeled
just
after
checking.
you.
Yeah.
Pink boots.
Right.
Anyway, so that's your BKB. Hold on to it. Cherish it. Sherry, thank you so much for coming on here.
Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
It's nice meeting you.
All right. So one of the main things that has driven Gav, both you and I, and our collections, is the fact that we've had a vendor that since you were
Like 5.
like 5, that we've always been able to find the rarity. So when like you were 5 and you were really into to Mr. Potato Head, and we'd find different parts at like thrift stores, which had also led you into Toy Story stuff. There was all these parts that we could not find, or certain toys, and then we'd go into Charlotte Hall, Maryland, and go to this farmer's market, and there was always this booth that I swear every couple months there was like a new section that was open, and that was Toyman X. So Toyman X now, Bill from Toyman X is the one that asked us to come here, and we're super excited to be here. But the person that drives Toyman X, especially online, is Logan. Logan, welcome to Brian Knows.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So we were talking a little bit beforehand, but it's cool because we've been able to watch like you and your brother through the years, like even though you don't know us, just see you guys grow up, right?
Yeah.
And to see you guys taking cash, even at the farmer's market,
From us.
to now being in this store where you guys can display so much stuff. So for people that don't know about Toyman X, what is the type of stuff that they can find in here?
They can totally find trading cards, video games, dolls, action figures, comics, old 60s toys, pretty much anything and everything if you're a collector of like toys and other things, like especially at like Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
We're like a mini toy show in itself.
You guys are, and that's what I love even more about. So at the other shops, because I remember, I swear there was 1, then there was 2, then there was like 3
Yeah.
that you guys had there when you guys were in the farmer's market. And the stuff that they had in there was insane. But going into this store, which is way bigger than what you guys had in total, right? Like there's stuff everywhere. And like,
Yeah.
so all different types of toys. So like if you're looking for like Brat stuff, to stuff from the Munsters, like
To
Lego,
Legos,
like
to
there's
Funko Pops.
everything. Like Gavin was in there. We were in here a couple weeks ago, and he's like, "Dad, that's my old Playmobil stuff that I used to have." Right.
Yeah.
So like you guys have everything, and like I like the nostalgia of some of the store advertisements that you guys have.
Yeah.
The stuff that your dad won't sell.
Yeah,
Right.
the big displays and everything
Right, like
that
the Bart
too.
Simpson that you guys have that I want so bad that he won't get rid of.
Like the guy right in front of us. Bob
Well,
the
yeah.
Snowman.
Bob the Snowman.
Bob the Snowman.
That's what you've called him.
Yeah, Bob the Snowman.
So you guys literally hit everything. Like you guys even have, like you said, video games, right? But so like old Nintendo, Sega stuff, and you guys have some of the stuff set up. Some old VHS tape stuff. You guys literally have everything. One thing that I love, I'm a big Funko Pop collector. So
We both are.
you guys have rarities in there that like I didn't even know wherever. That you could find, and some of the bigger ones are in there that I didn't know about, and like you guys have a good stock of this stuff.
And we've been doing this now. I think he's hitting like 40 years
Wow.
now of
Wow.
doing this.
Wow.
And whenever we're at toy shows, we bring huge displays where if you're from like any era, you're gonna find something
Yeah,
from your
yeah.
childhood or adolescence.
And that's a great thing. So like, I'm 46, so going to stuff like that predates me all the way to the stuff that's hot right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in talking about the stuff that's hot right now, what are the things that people are looking for that you're seeing the trend?
Right now, people are really big on Pokemon cards.
And that goes through like a couple years, and then it
Yeah.
kind of dies down, then gets back.
I'd say 2020 to 2021 was when like the big Pokemon boom was going on,
Yeah.
where people were spending thousands. And then around like 2023 to early 2024 is when it slowed down. But
Okay.
now it's like crazy prices. Everything's going up because people are just really into it right now.
But they're buying.
yeah,
Like that's the thing. It doesn't matter what it costs because they're saying, "Hey, I want this." Because you put it back, you hit a couple years going down the road,
Yeah.
it's going to be even more, right?
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
I have my wife in the background making faces of,
Yeah, she's-
of me making fun of
yeah.
me.
It's okay, Dad.
Okay, so Pokemon cards. What about like with like dolls and stuff? What's hot right now?
Monster High,
Okay.
I'd say, is getting ready to get really expensive soon because a lot of people, they don't know how much money is really into it, but there's a lot of different collectors that collect all types of stuff. Like, they're getting ready to make a movie soon in 2027.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I'm expecting a lot of the dolls to just go just too expensive to even.
And you guys keep a
hold
lot
up.
of that stuff in
I-
stock, or is it going?
I try to. At the last toy show we did here, I sold about like 45 dolls.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so it was like
That's
half my
crazy.
inventory gone of Monster High.
So now it's more searching.
Yeah, so
Okay.
now I'm trying to
Searching
get
and
more
buying.
back in. But Barbie is another one. Since the Barbie movie, all the prices went sky high.
Really? Wow.
And
Okay.
there's a lot more people into like the hobby right now.
Okay. But that's a fun thing. That's the thing that we work for. That's the thing that we enjoy, that treasure hunt. And like what I love about Toyman X is it's a treasure hunt going in the store. Like you guys know where things are
We
ish.
honestly, since we set up the store ourselves, we have an idea of what we have. But we also have like storage wise, like I think now 8 to 10 trailers
That's
of storage.
insane. Your dad was telling me about that, and I'm like, you have to be kidding me. He's like, no, there's so much more.
Yeah.
So you guys are always putting in new inventory?
We are every week, especially during the summer when we're off of like school and other things. We will literally be in those trailers hauling totes every week of new
Wow.
stuff.
Now,
to
do
put
you
on.
know what's in these totes?
No,
That's-
'cause it's like stuff we've put away for storage, and then we take it back out, and you
Okay.
never know if that stuff has gone up or if it's gone down. You just don't even know.
So talking about opening these toys, you guys, I'm being schooled in on this, but Whatnot. So you were saying that on Whatnot, you guys will open these totes that you guys haven't opened
Yes.
yet. Okay.
Wow.
We are trying to like organize the stuff like accessories because we've had issues with people stealing that, pocketing that stuff in store, and just selling it
Yeah.
online is just way better,
Okay.
more efficient.
So how do they find you guys on Whatnot?
The biggest key is having a lot of stuff. So because of like our huge like display of stuff, people will gravitate towards that.
Okay.
So because we have all these show-stopping type of things, you just don't find anywhere else. You'll get like a lot of people watching at the same time.
So do you decide what you're going to put on there?
Yeah. So most weeks now I just do dolls, but we also do occasionally action figures. And we did cards for a minute, but it's a lot of people selling right now, so
Yeah.
we don't do cards
Okay.
online. And we get more people in store asking about it.
Okay.
And then I think we also do loose toys a lot on there too.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's
That's-
cool.
that's
now,
awesome.
Now on with the whatnot, Now I'm sounding like my age.
You got that.
With thank you, I appreciate that. With whatnot, is it stuff that they can go on and purchase later, or is it just strictly live that they can purchase it?
So what sometimes I'll do, I don't do holds anymore because we used to have people ask and it just gets on hold for a while. But on Whatnot, if they see it, if they want it, I can just run it and they'll buy it like right there.
Okay.
So if it's there the next weekend or so, they'll come back for it maybe. But if they literally just see an item, I could just run it and they'll purchase it.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
So today, what are you noticing at the Toy and Comic Expo? What are you noticing that people are buying today?
I haven't been up front a lot, but in my section, I've sold like 7 to 10 Barbies already.
And it's early.
Yeah,
right now.
it's pretty
Okay.
early. Usually we get the rush like around 12 to 1, actually 12 to 2 in the afternoonish because people are still traveling out here.
Yes.
I have a couple people coming from like North Carolina
Wow.
to go
See,
see my
that's-
doll section and everything.
That's got to make you feel cool. Like
I know,
it's got to
right?
make you feel good. The fact that like you put your everything into this to make sure that you guys have stuff that's not just rarity items, but things that you know that people want, and to see people that will travel, 6 hours or more to go and just purchase this, right?
Yeah.
And these are investment items for some people. Some people, like for us, for Gavin and I, like it's the nostalgia for us, So his nostalgia might be something from 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Mine might be something from 24 years ago, But that's the fun part. It takes us, we deal with so many things in life that are hard. So when we have those things that remind us of those good times, like you're willing to pay that price. You're willing to put your hard-earned money towards it.
And that's the other thing too. We not only try and have that, but we try and go under what the going rate is.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
Yeah.
It just the toy market right now is so expensive. So if you can get it for a better deal and get something you really wanted, it'll make everybody happy as well.
I love
Yes.
that. I love that. So
I do too.
you guys, I see signs that talks about that you guys will buy like cards and stuff. Do you guys
Yeah.
buy toys and stuff as well?
We buy huge collections. I mean, literally last week we got a collection of Mark's play sets.
Okay.
And those are like really vintage. And then there's also dolls. We buy anything and everything.
Okay. Now is that each one of you? So like you, your brother, and your dad all have different things that you guys
Yeah.
collect. So does each one kind of say whether you want to buy it, or do you handle that? Like how does that go about?
So I handle, like if I'm purchasing stuff online, I'll usually handle that. My dad's the main one that handles in-store customers, and if it's something related to like dolls or if it's even cards, he'll call one of us over and ask,
Okay.
is it worth it? Is it too much? You know?
Well, so the funny thing is, like, I've watched your brother and your dad go back and forth with something. He's like, Dad, I just looked this up. I know what this goes for.
Yeah.
You're like, you guys know the value of these things, and the fact that, it just comes second nature. Like, that's the cool thing. Like, I can go to Gavin and I can you say something and he'll school me in a second on that. And I love that, so that helps me out. Sometimes damages me because the price of it, but
I know.
it is what it is. It's all about having that thing that we hold on to. That's a good memory for us. So, thanks to Toyman X, you guys provide a shop that allows for you to relive those moments. So tell us. On Whatnot, how do they find you?
Sometimes I'll get people that are in store. They may have moved away, so now they can't come in store anymore. So it's really nice for them. I had one that was from here. She moved all the way to California.
Okay.
But she's still shopping with us through there.
Through Whatnot.
Yeah.
And what do they search in Whatnot to find Toyman X?
You can go under categories, and then if it's a doll show, you can find dolls and like other things. Like they have toy categories, doll categories, video game stuff. Like you can just go into each category and you can see when that show is scheduled at what time.
Okay. And what do they search for your specific shop?
You'll find us at William 556 on Whatnot, and it'll have our like bat logo on, like the profile pic, and
Okay.
you'll find it.
Okay. All right. So that's how they find you. What about on social media? How do they find you guys?
I'm pretty sure you just search up Toyman X Toys, and you'll find us on either Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
On both of those, and then I want to say, yeah, just those two.
So if somebody's looking for something in specific, they could message you guys on one of those
Yeah.
things? Okay.
So I've had people message me for like all different kinds of stuff. And it's sometimes I won't even have the stuff here. Like some of the stuff I brought with me today is stuff I only bring to Toy Expos.
Okay.
So if they message me about that kind of stuff, I could pull it and they can just buy it on there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Logan, thank you for coming on here. As a guest, every guest gets a present. It's called it's a BKB. So don't look. You're going to reach your hand and just grab one. Okay. Gavin's opening it up. It's in the Lego. Okay, now you can look at it. It's a Brian Nose Baby. You got a beautiful purple one. Is it purple? I'm colorblind.
I know,
So
I'm colorblind too.
Are you? So it's a.
So I'm the only one that's not. Wow, it's kind of nice.
Okay, so what color is that?
That's purple.
Oh, hey, we did it. Look at us, Logan. Thank you for Gavin
guys.
confirming that.
You're welcome.
That we're
You're welcome.
awesome. thank you so much for coming on here.
you
Make sure you guys
guys.
check out Toy Man X. You won't be disappointed. If you're in the Southern Maryland area, when are you guys open? What are your guys' hours here?
We are open here from Saturday 9 to 6 and Sunday 12 to 6.
Okay.
And we're open every day of the year except for certain days, which we'll post on Facebook.
Okay.
When it's a toy expo or something going on.
So they are located inside the Hughesville Bargain Barns in Southern Maryland. So make sure you check them out. Make sure you give yourself enough time because, like, if you say I'm just going to run in real quick,
You're not going to run in real
like
quick.
it's impossible. Like you're probably going to spend a couple hours because when you turn your head a little bit to the left, you're going to notice a whole bunch of things that you had no idea were
A
there.
new section, a new toy, and anything.
And it's that thing that's going to spark that memory. Like when you
Especially
were
with
5
me.
sitting on the ground.
Found the SpongeBob Imaginext. I might go in there and buy one. I don't know.
That's what happens. That's why your dad likes us going in there.
Yeah.
I said, have you seen my son? He said he's somewhere back there. Anyway, Logan, thank you so much for coming on
Thank
here.
you,
And make sure you guys
guys.
check out Toy Man X. So you never know who you're going to run into at things like this. So I'm talking to this guy Ryan about his passion for going through trash. Now it might sound weird, but like he told me like he'll look on Google Maps and there's like a historic thing and it'll look like trash, and he'll go to these places and the objects and things he finds, like not just spooky stories, but the treasures he finds is insane, right? So he was telling me about that, and I feel this man like rubbing my shoulder, and I look up, and it's our past guest, Mr. Anthony. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you
Welcome
guys?
back to
Welcome
the Brian
back.
No Show. So thank you, Anthony, for coming for support for Gavin and I. But
Absolutely.
you come walking out of our favorite store, out of Toy Man X, and I see the smile on your face, and you open the bag, and it's a Turbo Man.
Oh, it's a Turbo Man.
Right,
Yes.
like everybody gets excited about that. Like,
Gotta love Turbo
like
Man.
so that's your youth, right? Is
Yes.
watching Arnold Schwarzenegger in this costume and
Oh,
his
yeah.
wonderful acting in the movie.
Anything with him in it. Anything with him was a part of my childhood. From that to Terminator to any of it.
That movie made me feel like every dad is a corporate dad and has no time for their kids and is late and doesn't show up for ball games
Yep.
and stuff like that. Instead, my dad was playing with produce at Safeway.
And my dad plays with Funko Pops.
There you go.
I should be more concerned about my dad playing with produce, but that's a whole nother episode. Anyway, I'm glad, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you guys.
I know we get
Good to
to
see you.
text each other now and then, but I haven't seen your beautiful face in a
Yeah.
while.
It's been a while.
Stop
It has
hitting
been
on
a
each other,
while.
guys.
No. That's what we do.
This is that family love. This is your season, right? So we're
Yes.
in the
Yes.
Halloween season.
Halloween.
Are
This
you
is
ready
it.
for this? Do you have big plans?
No big plans. Probably
Wow.
just going to go. We normally do, me and Shannon do the same thing every year, and we'll go to her sister's house, and they've got their neighborhood does like a whole thing.
So they
over
go
there.
all
Like,
out.
I mean, the street, like the entire street goes all out, and
See, I
everybody's
love
doing
that.
their thing.
I
yeah.
love that.
Oh, I think it's
Awesome.
great. It's awesome. So we'll probably end up over there, and hopefully I'm going to go see my nephew, because now that he's old enough to walk around and dress up, I get to see little Cam running around.
So they get in their neighborhood. Do people do stuff
I
in
think
there?
so.
Okay.
I think
all
so.
right.
I can't remember if they said they did last year, but I'm pretty sure like they have streets within that neighborhood that do it, but then you have other streets that
Yeah,
don't.
you realize by you getting on this, you're pissing off Earl even more
Yeah.
by coming
Yeah.
on this. Earl, where are you?
Yeah, it's great.
Why didn't you
Where
show
are
up,
you?
It's
Earl?
great. Yep.
Earl, where are you?
He's at a monster truck show.
He's
That's-
manning up
He's
today.
manning up.
Man, look at him. Yeah, that's what you can get. After you leave today, you can be like, I was on Brian's podcast to get Brian and Gavin's podcast. So
This is better
you
than
know,
a monster truck show.
good job. That's right. That's right. He can't find ways to spend his money except for on
Merch.
what's on monster truck merch.
Yep, monster truck merch.
He's buying a medium, so it shows his little muscles. Earl, I hope you're listening.
Yeah, come
But knowing
on,
you're
Earl.
so mad because your brother was on the podcast
I'll make
and
sure
you
he
weren't.
hears it. I'll
All
make
right.
sure.
Awesome. Yeah, this is a fun time where you get to come together and do stuff. Did you guys hit any monster cons or anything like that this year?
No, we didn't get to do that this year. Nobody really came that interested us too much, but they had. Now they did bring to. I think it was is it the Jersey or Philly Expo, whatever it is? They had a Linda Blair from The Exorcist come.
Okay.
I've
Oh,
never
wow.
seen her come.
She has
so.
to be older.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
She has
but-
stories, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
That's why I wanted to go
her
meet.
s-
I would want to meet her for that reason.
her
most
her
likely.
stories are insane. I think there's one going on right now in Richmond.
Yeah, there is. There
Is
is.
it
There's one.
Frightmare?
Yeah, Frightmare. I think
Okay,
that's
yeah.
the one that's going on right
So
now.
I looked, so for months they've been emailing me like just the different guests, and some of them are cool. Some of them it's just whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, wasn't interested in going because like I don't want to spend the money. I know if I see the stuff,
Yeah.
I'm going to want to buy it because that's what I love about a place like this where we're at Toy and Comic Expo, Toy and Comic Book Expo, is that people just have some rarity items, right? Like they could
do.
just, some one-offs,
Yes.
things that you had no idea were existing, or some of the facts, some of the fact that some of the people have stuff that like they kept in like mint
Oh,
condition.
yeah, more than half my childhood is in that room right there.
Right.
That
So
Mine too.
We're not just trying to push Toy Man X, but seriously, like
No.
if you were to walk in there and look, the
Yeah.
stuff that hits
Your childhood's in
your
there.
childhood
Oh,
is
yeah.
insane, and it doesn't. The stuff that's in there doesn't matter how old you are. And we were just talking to Logan from Toy Man X, and like there's stuff for every age. Like you can be 70 years old and find stuff from your childhood in
Yes.
there, and I loved. Like I get so excited about that.
Yep.
Is there anything you're looking for right now? So your stuff is you're into the big horror stuff. I know I had texted you not that long ago for that limited edition Billy. Correct me, please, because I'm not a Saw fan.
Oh, the Jigsaw?
The Jigsaw
Yeah,
puppet. Is it Billy?
Yeah, Billy, right?
We call him Gary. That's what me and my wife
Gary?
call him. Gary.
Gary?
Gary, yeah.
Because you guys
Wait, you
have
bought one?
I have a
they have a
life-size
life-size
one.
one.
Yeah, with the bike and everything.
Get
So,
a
yeah,
picture.
so-
My Chucky, your Billy.
So you're ready to
Oh,
put like
that
the
would be-
Santa hat on them shortly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like they had a limited edition one. Like the details on it looked insane. So like I think of you when I see stuff like that. Is there anything you're looking for right now when it comes to toys or collectibles?
Or horror.
Not really right now, honestly. The only thing I've kind of been on the hunt for, because I've noticed I don't have a lot of it for my horror collection, would be anything Lost Boys related. I've been on a kick with looking for Lost Boys.
So
stuff.
I have one Funko Pop.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working. I'm DJing a gig next weekend.
Nice.
And what's the song from the movie? It's something Don't Cry. Because like the soundtrack from Lost Boys is insane.
It's amazing.
It is 80s music. Like it is that dark music
Haven't
to a T.
listened.
It reminds me. I don't know if you've watched it, but the Nightmare on Elm Street had a TV show that would come on Fridays.
Yeah,
On
Freddy's
Fridays.
Nightmares.
Yeah, so like
uh-huh.
it reminded me of when Freddy's Nightmares used to come on
Yep.
TV,
Yep.
and just like how the score is for
That show's so underrated.
It is.
Nobody gives it enough credit for what it was, and no one knows about it mostly.
That's the thing. But
Yeah.
but I swear, like, I was catching it like over a year ago before I started work. It was like on Tubi or Freevee.
It's on Tubi still.
It's
They still
Tubi?
have it on there.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
like it's a channel. Like,
Yeah.
it's a legit channel.
They
in the
also
morning.
Tubi also added the I don't know, I'm sure you watched it, the cartoon version of Tales from the Crypt.
Yes,
They have all the seasons.
Yeah,
of
so
it on
I was
there.
actually this morning I was talking to a guy. Hopefully he'll come on here to record. I see Shannon walking kind of behind you. You can
Trying
turn
to.
around. You can
She's
turn
gonna,
around.
She's gonna try to.
Oh,
stand
she's
it.
excited. She was doing her funny walk,
Oh, I
when she gets
see.
excited.
Her funny walk.
Funny
It's,
walk.
it's this. It's what you grew up with, because she loves talking about how she changed her brother's diapers. I guess you went right to boxers or briefs.
I think I
know?
did,
I think
yeah.
you were.
Why are we talking about diapers?
did.
guys?
Anyway, so
Well, we had no object or anything specific to talk about. So
right. No,
we talk about diapers.
No, that's right.
That's
So
so
I was
true.
talking to this guy about how they took horror movies, right? Like Toxic Avengers, technically a horror movie, I guess, but they turned it into Toxic Crusaders, which was this cartoon.
yeah.
So like they've taken stuff like the Tales from the Crypt cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
They took Tales from the Crypt that was supposed to be something scary and turned it into this version that kids could watch,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
And I like that there's different versions of it because it's a whole nother side of it, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
it
yeah.
allows totally different audience to get into it. So that's the fun thing. So so they have some of the toys that you can get for Tales from the Crypt. It's hard to find.
Yeah, he had a couple in there.
He
Had
did?
he had a couple from the cartoon, but they just didn't look. They were old. They were really
Okay.
old.
That's the one we
definitely.
saw.
It's like
Alright.
so.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
so.
the
It's
one we
like
saw.
so. It's kind of like the Goosebumps. toys
Oh,
that they
yeah,
have.
yeah.
Now, I don't know if you got into the Goosebumps Funko Pops, but those are on point.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know they made them.
I had
Yeah,
no
so my
idea they
favorite
made
one,
'em.
my favorite Goosebumps episode is The Mask. So like the
Okay,
Mask one
yeah.
is on point.
That's
they have one, and I
awesome.
should because of my magic background.
Always
They have
love Slappy.
they have the
I
Gavin's
have
got
the
the Slappy.
Slappy.
Slappy
Damn.
looks good.
I'll show you after
Yeah.
this.
Awesome.
So yeah, they have the Slappy. They have the Rabbit in a Hat, but I don't remember what episode or
I
book
can't
that
remember
was.
which one that was.
that-
either.
You gotta get that.
But then, so like, I had no idea. We were watching. I want to say it was 2 years ago on Netflix. It was a 3-part thing, and I'm like, this is kind of like darker than Goosebumps. Do you know
Right.
what I'm talking about?
You talking about the remake they did?
No,
or
Fear
or-
Street. Fear Street.
Oh, Fear Street. Yeah,
Didn't realize
yeah,
that Fear
I liked
Street was
it.
R.L. Stein.
Yeah,
I had
it
no
is.
idea.
Yep.
Like, it was like, okay, now we're going to take it to the older level,
Yep,
right?
yep.
But it wasn't too much. Like,
No,
it was just,
no.
it was
It was enough.
perfect. I would
Yeah.
love that as a running TV
It
show.
was great.
So,
It was great.
so it's those things that seem kiddish, but some of them have a they go a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
But it's in finding those old toys that remind you of it. Some of them they look okay, like you were saying about the Tales from the Crypt action
Yeah,
figures.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
some of them are all right, some of them are good. Same thing with the Goosebumps stuff.
Yep,
And
yep.
I didn't realize until a while ago that you were into Goosebumps, that you liked it
Oh,
as
dude, I
much
You're
as
into
loved it.
Goosebumps?
I had all the books as a kid. I still watch the show to this day, man. Come on.
the
That's
show.
I'll
never
the
stop
show
watching
was
the
great.
original
The
show.
original
Right.
one?
And the original, but even the newer one, I've started watching the remake they did. They made it a little scarier. And a
So
little
I
bit
got
more,
after a
it's
certain.
not
Did
terrible.
they ever introduce Slappy? So they introduced the trunk. This is with David Schwimmer.
I think they did in the second season. They did.
Didn't
where they,
watch it.
No, well, you need to watch the second one because the second season that they did of it covers the Stay Out of the Basement books and everything, and it was so good. Where he's like the mad scientist in the basement and like turns into the
I
plant.
haven't
Oh,
seen.
you
Okay,
need to
okay,
watch it. It's so
okay.
good.
See, I love that because that's a totally like the way that they did that. Just watching the first season,
Yeah, yeah.
like you wouldn't imagine it
No.
like that at all.
No,
but
not at all.
but it's good, and it's for an older audience. Like it's not
Yeah,
like when we
yeah.
watched Goosebumps that was younger, and this is a different
Well,
audience.
always,
but
I'd always rather watch the original over the remake.
but the original-
original's so good. Even for being a kid show, it still is spooky.
The
It's
slap-
definitely
It-
still
yeah,
spooky.
right. But it didn't.
Like-
But it didn't sit bad with you. How like certain horror things were like.
No, yeah,
R.L.
not like
Stein
that.
hit it just right.
I don't know, man. Goosebumps. I remember the one episode. It sticks with me to this day. The one episode from the original series, "The Werewolf of Fever Swamp." That one used to get me as a kid.
Okay,
man.
I don't remember that one at all.
You need to go watch it. It's on Netflix. Go watch it.
Okay, all right.
You'll see what I'm talking about. It'll still give you that like kid fear when you watch it, where you're like, I remember that feeling of watching that as
So
a
you
kid.
remember that?
And- oh
so,
yeah.
So I have to tell you, I thought about you the other night when it was late. We were finishing putting up some decorations, and I'm sitting down and I'm hungry, and Shannon hands me the remote, and I was so hungry and I couldn't find something to watch, so I couldn't touch the food. So I threw like on the TV tray. I pushed the remote and said, "You find," because like I'm like, and she's like, "Huh?" I was like, "Me and Anthony get it. Nobody else understands that. Like I want to
get it.
eat,
Yep.
but I have to." And there was nothing
No.
on TV. I like Carrie was the only thing on, and I've seen Carrie so many times. Like I couldn't watch Carrie anymore, so like
Yeah.
couldn't find anything to get into. So
Yep,
I
I feel
did think
your
of you
pain.
trying to find something neat.
I'm glad
anyway,
you thought of me. I feel
Anyway.
your
That
pain.
was so sweet.
what was sweet?
You thought of
Thinking of
I
me.
thought of yes. Well,
Thinking
you know.
of me.
Anyway, well, it's good to see you.
It is
Good to see you guys.
Hopefully,
I'm
you
so
don't
glad I
spend all
came.
the rest. I mean, you do have a bag full, so that's good for you.
Yeah, I'm done though. I'm done. I have to stop. I can't do anymore. I'm
That's,
happy.
that's what you say because
I'm
that's
happy.
when you feel as an adult
Yeah.
like I can wait 2 more weeks to make that payment. I know I have a 15-day grace period. Trust me,
Yup.
it doesn't stop. The older you get, you
Yup.
realize how much more you can keep pushing that payment, so you
Yes,
can
sir.
buy that rare Pokemon card. That sounds like Gavin. Anyway, it's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see
Thank
you
you for the
guys.
support. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
back on the
Absolutely.
podcast.
Absolutely.
So, Gav, when you got here, you said you saw this old bullseye you don't have, right?
Yeah.
Right. So in walking around,
You want to say what Bullseye's from? Is you like?
they don't know what's in my head. You tell me what bullseye is.
Bullseye's from Toy Story. He's the horse.
What else is bullseye from? If you're saying that,
Target.
Oh, the dog?
The dog.
Nobody cares about that dog.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, if Target gives us a sponsorship, I love that dog. That dog means everything to me. That reminds me of the old Navy dog. Remember the Old Navy? So in my youth, I took the dog from Old Navy, and we would put it where we used to live. We'd put it at different houses. Anyway, I think it's still at somebody's house. One of the Old Navy dogs.
Your own elf on the shelf.
Yeah, so it's my own elf on the shelf. So as we're walking, Gavin sees the bullseye from Toy Story, and it's one he didn't have. So I'm buying it from them. You guys didn't sell it, right?
No, we still got it.
All right, so I'm getting that.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
So the other voices you hear are Sam and Brandon. I said Bramden. Brandon.
Hey,
He's like,
Bramden.
that's actually my legal name. Sam and Brandon, welcome to the Brian Knows podcast. We're excited for you here. So you guys are vendors here today, but it's in talking to you guys, I see the passion for the stuff you guys collect and the stuff you're selling, and like I love it. I see you guys light up. That's the exciting part. That's why we get into this, right? And then we have that overflow, and that's where it's like, okay, we can get rid of this, so that way it makes room, hopefully make money for room for new stuff.
We get more stuff.
Right, and that's why we do it. It evolves as time goes on. So I'm excited for you guys to be on here, especially to talk about what you guys collect. You guys collect Star Wars toys, correct?
Yeah.
Right?
That's
So you can
awesome.
hear the excitement in your voices. So what is it particular like that you guys set on collecting for Star Wars?
We really go for the loose stuff.
Okay.
But there ain't nothing wrong with getting the carded stuff or the sealed stuff mint in box. But it's just it's the idea of being able to hold that item in your hand and be able to move it and display it how you want it to be. I mean, of course, you can be uniform with it being like in the box and whatnot. But just being able to interact with what you love and be able to do what you want with it, display how you want. And then if you want to mix up the sealed with the loose, I mean, that's cool too, and get yourself a nice little presentation going.
But see, that's what's nice about it is the
Shrine.
fact that like you don't have to have like qualifications of like this is how it has to be. Now I know some collectors are that way. It has to be exactly like
He's
this.
a little bit like that.
Oh, he's a little. So you're more the free. We'll do whatever we want.
So we just got the HasLab, the Cantina HasLab.
Okay.
And there's like a few things I want to add to it, like little Easter eggs here and there. Like I got
awesome.
Indiana Jones. I want to put him in there.
Great.
I got like the Steve figure from the Minecraft movie. I wanted to hide him like somewhere in the city.
Right, so he's building. He has this Lego city. He just started building, and like we put like a Bartman minifig in there and stuff like.
I like that.
Like there's certain things that he's throwing in there, right?
Like SpongeBob. It's just
Yeah, why not?
Easter
Like
eggs.
those are Easter eggs for you, right? And it's cool when someone can point it out and notices it or whatever. Okay, so I saw you guys sold the Ewok Village.
Yeah.
It was going
Oh, you
for a
guys
great
did?
price.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow.
I actually got it for less than what I sold it
Shut
for.
up.
And I got it locally at the Hooks and Hangers in La Plata.
Wow.
Years ago too. And it was like $3.
So they moved now, right? You know
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Hooks and Hangers, my buddy used to manage it, the one in Charlotte Hall. Their prices are high on stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Give or
that's
take. It depends on what you're looking for.
And they also just sold half the building too.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got that where all the furniture used to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, that's closed off now. It's
Law firm, maybe? I don't remember.
yeah, some like
Or
So they're-
doctor's
office.
office.
Yeah.
So that whole thing's then it's been a while.
yeah.
They
Wow.
may be on their
Yeah.
way out. I hope not, though.
See, that's what happens when they put a is it Wegmans? Is it Wegmans? No, not
they
Wegmans.
put
Aldi.
a
a Weiss.
Weiss.
Right
Okay,
next
I know what
that's
y'all
what
are
happens.
talking about.
It's all high
Yeah.
class over there.
And
Get
then-
rid of the farmers market.
Yeah, the farmers. I
so
won't
sad.
even go to the Aldi's or the Chick-fil-A just because of how
They
mad
took
it makes
over.
me.
I
Yeah.
get it.
I mean, they
get
moved
it.
to this location here at the Bargain Barn.
Yeah,
but still.
Right, but it's not the same.
I mean, it's
It's
still
not the
here,
same.
so
That's where you can get
yeah.
your great fake Nike Air Forces for $20.
Right.
So, like,
Exactly.
trust me. I mean,
And your bootleg DVDs.
Dang.
yes,
bro.
we
So,
have like three.
We had
four of them.
we had a guy that he would set up at a different flea market in Charles County, and when he wasn't there, I'd be texting him, and he would meet me at a Wawa. So I'm like I've got to have this, right?
Right.
And then it was always great when he'd make me my special set, whatever. So anyway, okay. So let's get back. What got you guys into Star Wars?
Oh man, so I'll take over this one.
He didn't even give you a choice, Brandon.
Right.
Sam's like, I got this.
Well, because I'm the oldest, so for me, it was just like it was always there. So my earliest memory, I just remember I had like this tub that was always under my bed, just full of like random stuff, and I always had this Episode 1 Obi-Wan Kenobi, and at the time I didn't know where it came from, but I always played with it, and it was one of my favorites. And then like I had the Episode 1, and then I had the 4, 5, 6. I used to watch that a lot.
On VHS.
Yeah, on VHS. And then like I just remember like going to KB Toys, and then like
Shut up, dude. KB Toys.
in the mall.
KB Toys had stuff that Toys R Us did not have.
They had exclusives.
What's KB Toys?
So KB Toys was upstairs. You know where Spencer's is now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So around that area is where KB Toys was. And they
the
would
best.
have toys in there that you
I
would not
miss it?
find other places. You never. It was
No.
gone
Yeah.
way before you.
Just like Kmart, they also had a lot of exclusives too.
And EB Games.
And yeah,
EB Games. Wow.
Well,
they're
shout
still
out to
around,
Funko Land.
exclusive in certain areas. Right, Funko Land.
Funko Land turned into was that Old Navy?
No, it turned into EB Games.
Land.
That was EB Games. Okay,
And
okay.
then they changed the EB Games logo like within a couple years to GameStop. So it went to three
Wow.
different names.
That's my.
I was
KB
going too
Toys
far down in the
GameStop.
mall.
Yes.
Okay, wow. Yeah. See, but it's those memories you guys have now, right? Like
I'd say it's that, and also our dad was huge
Yeah, so-
into G.I. Joe collecting, like the 60s and 70s.
Okay.
And it's just seeing that and seeing how he displayed it all the time. It's like, should I play with that? Nah, but you know what? I like how.
But
he's
you
presenting
noticed
it.
it, and he probably had no clue that you guys
we
were
would
watching
go in there
that.
and just be like, okay, that's cool, and turn the lights off, close the door, and just keep going.
So I used to have
That's
a thing. So our stuff is in our man shed, right? And like certain times, like Gav will have like Marvel stuff set up in his room,
Yeah.
or whatever. But when it comes to like Halloween season, like the Halloween
go all
stuff,
out.
the horror stuff disappears, right? And so I used to have this major issue. We never talked about this, son. That like when he would take something down, something would get moved. And like I'll wait till I'll show you like a picture one of the walls of the shed, and like it would just that kids are running. It would it would get to me because I'm like, but that's exactly how it's supposed to be, just like this,
Right.
you know. But that's the thing as a parent, you
Sorry.
don't talk about it. It's
Didn't
okay, I
know that.
forgive you.
You didn't tell me.
You got to now that you officially apologize on air.
It's all good.
We're
It's all
we're good with
Right.
it. Yeah.
We don't got beef.
But you
anymore.
guys
Right.
watch it because there's like times where I'll open the door to the shed, I'll turn on the lights and I'll just look, right?
Exactly.
Because
Museum.
Oh,
right, and I get why museums are important to people, right?
Right.
Because it's those memories. You guys remember that? You remember playing with that Obi-Wan character with the toy. And it's those special memories, you know. So I remember if I said I was sick, I'd have to spend time with my great grandmother, and she grew up in Germany, and when she passed away, she was 106. So her idea of toys was wooden spools and buttons. I'm not kidding you. So that's what I had to play with. So when I see that stuff, it's nostalgia. I don't want to play with it anymore, but it's the nostalgia of it. So you playing with that toy is what kind of fuels part of this, right? Right? Okay. So that's cool. Now what makes so you were saying for Star Wars it's a 3.75, did I say it right? Okay. All right, those are the size of the action figures?
yes.
Okay. Those are the ones that that are typically like is it Reanimation? What's the company?
I have no idea.
The one
Oh, Reanimation, they're the ones that are Reaction. They do
Reaction,
like
yeah,
the
Reaction.
non-Hasbro ones.
right, so they make those type figures, correct? Okay.
Right.
Do you guys get any of those?
I mean, they do a retro collection of where they do like the style of the 70s and
Yeah, like the
80s
Kenner. That's
Star
cool.
Wars figures. We
Yeah.
get a little bit of those, and then maybe there's like an IP or a franchise that has the Reaction figures. I mean, I might get that like Alien or Back to the Future, but
Right, yeah.
yeah, we don't have a variety of.
So
big
I've got
variety
like
of those.
30 different ones of those just stapled throughout the shed,
They're
like
hard
Karate
to
Kid,
find,
Goonies.
too.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. So
like,
I've
Books A Million had them, but other than that, I didn't really see them unless I was in the mall.
you'll see rarity. Like in Target, you'll see different ones
Target.
pop up. Like
Yeah.
you'll see like Jimi
The back,
Hendrix
yep.
or whatever, you know. But it
There's a
also
lot of
depends on
them.
which Target you go to that'll have it. So out of the Star Wars stuff, what is like? Is there one or a couple of pieces that you have that like
Here
get
you go.
you super stoked?
Yeah, we have quite a few for sure. Definitely the Cantina that we just got.
Yeah.
I mean that was just so awesome.
So how big is that?
Oh, dude, it is. So we got the deluxe edition, which came with like the other side of the bar. I think we measured it. It was like almost 4 feet wide, and then
wow.
Long and then
or
like
it's
about
long, yeah.
a foot and a half wide. I think. It was. It's pretty.
Do you know
huge.
when that came out?
So the HasLab, they funded that last year, I believe.
Okay.
And then,
June, and then
we just got it this year. And I mean, and
So did they make a lot of stuff to go with it?
oh my gosh, dude, it's
Like,
it's
is it
loaded.
separate stuff or it came with the stuff?
Oh, it came with it. It
Okay.
was like it came with a bunch of extra chairs, tables, came
Drinks.
with like drinks.
I have
just,
no
like,
idea what
small
y'all are
stuff.
talking about.
The cantina scene from Star Wars.
the
know
bar
what that
scene.
is. I didn't never watch Star Wars. I don't. I've never watched
Dude,
Star Wars.
You're
we
missing
put
out.
it on when he was younger, and it just did homework. There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different now for you. At least maybe if you get into it, it'll spark it for me. Like I told you guys,
I should try.
I tried, but it was not for
That's
me.
what I
don't,
did.
you know.
Well, it's kind of funny you say it because we actually almost gave away our collection like when we were kids.
Wow.
Like our
like only
father
20
would get us
figures.
a bunch of stuff here and there, like randomly you'd find on Craigslist or whatnot. And then when we started getting a little older, we were just like not playing with them, and we were like, all right, we're ready to sell them. And then we were like sitting there looking at them together, and we're like,
Right.
man,
About to take that photo
I
for
remember
eBay.
doing this with that. I remember playing with them here, doing
Yeah.
such and such, and it's like I don't really want to get rid of these.
Yeah.
And then from then on, I just every time I would still get gifts of figures and whatnot, and then I would just
Right.
kind of keep those.
Yeah, we wouldn't touch them.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until Force Awakens was about to come out, and we were like, okay, new Star Wars, we'll see where this goes. But we weren't really into it as much as we were as kids. But it was like, I don't know, he came home with a figure of like the newer style 5 points of articulation.
5 POA.
Like
what they
just
call 'em.
resistance figure. And I don't know, something about that. I was like, let's go through our old stuff. Let's start
It
organizing.
sparked it for you.
And let's
Yeah.
start putting stuff
Isn't
back
that
together.
great, though?
Yep. And then we started looking for stuff. We found so many pieces and things we were missing from over the years, and
That's cool.
Here we
Yeah.
are today.
But
with
see,
all the stuff.
that's a cool thing. Is like that brings you guys together too as brothers,
yeah.
and things like that are important. Like it's that time you guys get to spend with each other, the memories that you had back then, and are still creating to this time.
Yeah, it also definitely spawned from wanting to get all of our old figures that either like if you get in trouble you get thrown away or something.
Oh, yeah,
Plenty
yeah,
of times
yeah.
that happened. So it started with wanting to get those figures back, and then over time you're like, wow, I didn't know that they made this guy. I didn't know that there was like another version of this one, or and then it just started piling up. Next thing you know, we're like 15,000 in the hole on figures and whatnot. It's just
Welcome to that fun
Yeah.
club.
That's
The
with us
fun
with
club.
Funko Pops.
right.
Yeah. So fun, right? I know you guys aren't into Funko Pops like that, but like that's where you get excited about that stuff,
Right.
and
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and I love like that's your mom that's over there. Like she encourages this with you guys.
She won't watch the movies though. It makes me mad. She won't do it.
She won't watch them.
She won't.
But she was saying, she's talking about your dad, like the fact that like this is a family thing. And,
yeah.
and to me,
That's
that's the important part. So it's like
We're all looking out for each other.
right, but like so like for us, for the three of us, when we're going and doing this stuff, we all have our own individual memory about it. Like it's talking about when you're on trips and you find those flea markets, and everybody's finding something that hits a different thing.
I know.
But it's that memory that you guys create together, right? And
yeah.
so even after all this stuff is gone, you have all those memories that you guys were able to share and to talk about. Like you could have been in an aisle. Like sometimes they're just ridiculous, and like, dude, your stomach was a mess and you had that worst smelling fart ever and you destroyed your family. So like it's those things like, remember when you just like killed dinner because like it smelled like death that
Dinner
came out
killed
of
you.
your butt? Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So because dinner killed you. That's
Right.
that's great. So is there anything right now, so you guys got the cantina, is there anything now that you guys are looking at
for.
like things that you know
Well,
you want?
modern. Obviously, if we're trying to get that first HasLab, the katana. Excuse me, the katana.
Oh, yeah, the
Jabba's
katana.
sail barge.
Okay.
That's a grail item we do not have. It's pushing about 2K right now.
Up more than
yeah,
You
it's
got
pretty-
that.
Dude,
No,
that's
I wish.
insane.
I
Got it in the
wish.
bag.
Yeah,
These are like the perfect places to look for that.
Right,
yeah,
exactly,
but
though.
Right, but it's
surprisingly,
having-
I'm
it's
surprised I haven't
letting that
seen too
money
many
go.
Star Wars figures here.
You
I-
haven't.
Not really. I mean, I've seen a couple vintage, a little bit of Power of the Force, but like nothing like.
So I
TVC
definitely
or-
seen definitely more comic book and Pokemon side
Yeah.
here
Oh, yeah.
today. But that's what's hot, right? That's what and they're gonna, the vendors are gonna sell stuff that they know is gonna make money. I mean,
Yeah.
Of course.
that makes sense.
I know there's Star Wars stuff in there.
Oh yeah,
we
You
wear
have to go,
headlights.
like, back. Yeah,
that's
there's
our,
a lot of stuff in there.
That's our weekend getaway. We're usually
Right,
here,
so
like,
you guys were
every
there,
week.
like you would go through the old shops that he had at the farmers market.
I told him it's like because every time we would come in, because before he moved here, I would always be there. Every now and again.
weekend,
Every
pretty
time I walk in, he'd be like, "You look familiar. Where do I know you
Bill
from
Bozo.
somewhere?"
That's
He's
what
That's
like,
we
Bill.
did,
"Yeah,
yeah.
let me
right,
guess. I
right.
practically raised you, didn't I?" I was like, "Yep, I've been walking in here since I was
Right.
probably 10 years old."
Right. That's a great thing. So like even going into a shop like that, it's those memories that spark. I mean, it does the same thing. Like we started taking him when I think he was like 5 over there, and looking for stuff. The crazy thing is I still see things that there was
That
there
were
when he
there
was
was
5.
Yeah,
Every
you know?
solid.
Like I remember the talking Beetlejuice doll that was in there forever. Now is gone.
Yeah.
But he had that forever. It's finding it's having the right buyer.
He
for
had a major chip hazard from Small Soldiers. It was
Yes.
like the movie scale one.
yeah.
It was all posable. It had been in over at the farmers market since I was a little kid, and finally recently I was like, all right, I'm getting that figure.
You bought it?
Well, so I asked him how much it was. He wanted like 45, and I was like, we'll see. And I had my friend with me. And my friend had to leave early, and he was like, just letting you know, that Chip Hazard's coming home with you. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I was like, hold on. He walks out. I walk up to the front, and he's like, yeah, that dude just bought this, told me to give it to you. I was like, no way. So
That's
my friend bought it for
awesome.
me. So I owe him at least, something.
That's
about to
cool.
say.
That's
Right.
see
But
that
yeah.
that's how friendship should be. As
Oh,
long as
yeah.
they spend money on you, right? No, but see, that's cool. Great movie, by the way.
Oh, I love it.
Um,
It's one of my favorites
Huh?
too.
What movie?
Small soldiers. It's where the little toys
it.
are like, what are they fighting?
So it's Commando Elites versus the Gorgonites.
The
And
Gorgonites, that's who it was.
are the
Okay.
monsters,
Isn't
And
it-
they're
Is
soldiers.
that the Toy Store one?
Everything else is just a
Toy
toy.
No,
Story.
No, Toy Store. It's like a.
No,
Oh yeah. No, his the father owns a toy shop, but they only sell like old school toys. And
I don't
so
remember any of that.
He
Wow.
has to watch the shop while his dad's on a business trip, and he like orders these soldiers and whatnot. But they got
I think I've watched that with
military
you.
grade chip.
Right,
in the
right.
brain, so they-
I've watched that. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so
it's a
they
great
that
movie.
Tommy Lee Jones.
is.
That's
is-
actually
He
the
voices
guy.
it, yes.
Right.
The guy who made that was also made Gremlins. He did.
I didn't
Whoa.
know that.
Yeah, a lot of people
He
don't know
helped
that.
with it.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the behind the scenes of how like the characters, because this was like before CGI was really
Yeah, it was-
being used.
50-50.
And it's towards the end they use a little bit of
Yeah,
it.
they
For the
said
most part,
it-
it's practical.
They wanted to originally do most of it with puppetry, but
Uh-huh.
it was costing a lot, so they ended up just doing quite a bit with CGI. That's why you
I
can
didn't
kinda
realize
tell.
that.
Yeah.
Then that was good CGI then.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
mean-
It's perfect because that plastic look during that time
Yeah,
period,
yeah.
CGI was perfect for that. It's like why Toy Story looks so great.
Right.
I mean,
That's
it's
great.
some practical effects.
We love
in it,
Toy
too,
Story.
Oh, I love
Let's
Toy
let's,
Story,
let's
too.
jump on this real quick about Toy Story.
Oh yes.
All right, here.
How do you guys feel about Toy Story 5? Okay, thank you,
We
Brandon.
don't.
Well,
I'm-
I didn't
I'm-
even want 4.
Okay, so let's jump back. So, Toy Story should have ended at Toy Story 3.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
And if-
that is what I
If
say.
they want to do a 4, they could do a 4, but it's how they would handle it and how they
4
handled
screwed
it.
up.
They
4
didn't handle it right.
4 they so like the whole Gabby thing.
It was not that.
I didn't like
Forky.
that.
I didn't
They
like
they
Forky or
I
whatever.
feel I like the actor that played Forky, but
Right.
Forky didn't need give him
It's
some
It's
shorts.
repetitive.
Give him something
Yeah.
else. Like introduce these things in shorts, but don't make a movie. So 4 they ruined it. I didn't like, and he didn't either. Buzz and Woody splitting up.
Oh no, I cried after
I
that.
did not like
cried.
that at all.
I didn't like them removing Woody's voice box, especially when he's like a 101
Yeah.
figure, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like, it was just unnecessary. It was unnecessary.
So to hear that it's them against technology, I think it's
Yeah.
specifically
They
an
already
iPad or an
handled that.
iPhone.
They
Yeah,
handled
something
that
like that.
though with the Toy Story that Time Forgot, and it was remember they what's the name Bonnie that owns
Yeah, Bonnie.
Yeah.
toys. She takes her toys to a friend's house who's like super rich, and he's got all these new games and toys, and he doesn't play with
Yes,
the toys.
watch
But
that.
yes,
Yeah.
they're doing that right.
yeah, they already did that. And then Toy Story 3 was about sticking together as family, and then in the fourth one he just splits off with
And
Bo
that's-
Peep, which
yeah.
I kind
Yeah.
of get. But
I feel like there's more things like hearing you say, it, Brandon, makes me
backtracking.
think of Wait a minute. They're talking about it, like they're talking.
Backtracking
Is that
everything.
family? Is that how you lose your friends? Is that girl comes into the picture?
Yeah,
you
they
know? Is that what they're
undo
saying?
everything that they already done,
Yes.
basically.
And I think that's where like four bothered me, and we went crazy on the toys.
Oh, we
when
got
4 came
everything.
out.
Oh, the signature
But-
collection and all them.
Yeah, but it
I
like.
have most of them. I have the two original 1995 Woody and Buzz and
I wish
But
I
like
still had
the new
mine.
toys that came out from 4, it's just not the same. It's when you see them, you don't get excited over them. You
Right.
just
They look cheap.
so that's what
Yeah.
I can't get excited about
And
5, and
then
I
you-
want to.
They didn't use enough of the family of toys. I mean, they were only
The
there in
family's
the
gone.
RV. And I know Don Rickles was passed and everything, but
That
everyone
doesn't
else,
matter.
everyone
But
else is still around.
so did the Slinky Dog. Ernest
Ernest,
P. Worrell.
yeah.
Yeah. So they. That doesn't. You can fix that,
Right.
but don't take the characters and don't add. I love Keanu Reeves, but not Duke Kaboom.
I know, Duke
like
Kaboom was a little bit much. I mean, it's kind of funny a couple times, but yeah, for the most
I
part,
get what I didn't want new characters. Let me just see the development of the other ones as
Right.
time has gone on to see where they're at now. But anyway,
They're supposed to
that's
be
it.
adding 6 more characters to the
Yeah.
next one.
some electronics and
Part of me
whatnot.
thinks that's
iPad,
just for
Conan O'Brien.
that's just to make some money. That's what he was. What is he the voice of?
It was it's an electronic thing. I'm on how to go to the bathroom. I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's like a toilet paper roll, but it's like electronic
Yeah.
and
and
plastic.
that's Conan O'Brien.
Right.
He's the voice. Of,
Yeah.
wow.
It's perfect.
I mean, good for him for getting in
Yeah,
on that
perfect.
franchise. But I just feel that's just going to ruin it.
I know.
So to me, it has to end. It has to end at 3. But that's
I just don't know why we're doing this.
Even Quentin Tarantino said that.
He did?
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a video of
Perfect
him
trilogy.
talking about it. He's like, it's the perfect trilogy. He's like, then I heard they made 4, didn't even give it a chance. He's like, it's done for me. And that's how I feel too.
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be any more.
Now I'm going to go see it. Don't
We
get
are
me
too.
wrong,
We are.
but
Right, same here.
I'm glad you guys feel the same way about it. You
Absolutely.
know,
Just like also earlier,
I didn't
wanted
cry.
to mention we were talking about how it sparked up our love again for wanting to collect Star Wars figures
Yeah.
with the Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
Now that movie was actually pretty decent. I will admit I like the Force Awakens, but the next 2 movies was terrible.
Really?
I did not like the sequels at all, and to this
I'll start
day I
raging
call
it.
them the fan fictions. They're terrible.
Right, they're fan fictions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's it. But you look at you lost certain Harry Potter fans when they came out with the prequel stuff.
Oh yeah, with
Yeah.
the Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, now it's because it's a totally different vibe to the movie.
They're good though.
They still kind of felt like the same universe, just very different.
Okay, so you have to
approach
look
to
at it
it.
from different. You have to look at the people that read the books,
Oh,
not
yeah.
me.
Well, they didn't put out the rest of the Fantastic Beasts books. It was only the one that he wrote in universe, and I think she wrote one.
Really? Okay.
I think they just wrote the screenplay of the movie for the book.
So I'm a strictly movie guy. So what I know
We
of
both
Harry
are.
Potter
I don't-
is
I don't really
from
read that much either.
is
I don't
from the
read.
movies,
Right,
right?
same here,
so
pretty much.
so
Huge fan,
but
too.
they have different feelings.
Right.
Like the vibe of it's completely different than the other movies.
I was gonna say the director of the Fantastic Beasts ones. He's the ones that did the last 3 of the Harry Potter movies. David
Mm-hmm.
Yates. So they probably tried to make it feel more like the last of the movies than the more
Okay.
wonderful, joyous 11-year-old.
Yeah,
welcome
yeah,
to
yeah.
the Wizarding World. This is the grim. Was it 1920s, 30s? So yeah,
I
they're
thought it was earlier than that.
no, it's 1920s. I
Okay.
think of Fantastic Beasts. But then now we got this whole new reboot with the show.
Oh yeah.
Or,
I saw
what
that.
was it?
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
HBO Max.
It's like an HBO series that they're doing.
It's an
instead of
American
a
version.
movie. Yeah.
But they're still gonna be speaking in British, I think.
Yeah, it's not
Sounds
sounding
fun.
too good. It's
I
too
turned-
soon.
I don't
I
know.
turned
We
like
don't have HBO Max. Like I saw the whole thing of the new the series of Welcome to Derry.
Oh yeah,
For-
No, I'm
the,
watching
the
that.
for
It
it?
show.
Yeah, like
We love horror.
I don't
so
I don't
Oh,
know
I do
what they're
too.
gonna do with this.
It's
I mean,
supposed to be like an origin of it.
Yeah, it's either that or it's going to be probably that and some previous stories that were happening before
Yes.
the one in the 80s.
okay. So that'll be it. But again, don't have HBO Max, so
Right.
I
I
don't
turned
see
a
myself
whole
buying it
different,
just for that.
place and went into Marvel instead of Harry Potter or Star Wars.
See, I like Marvel too. I can talk all day about
Yeah,
that.
he's also.
I'm an
really
MCU historian, but it's
I-
hard. It's a lot of homework.
good.
Yeah, it's a lot of homework because
Oh.
there's the multiverse. Like
Right.
it just
Yeah.
like
I know,
like it
especially
right now.
nowadays. it's
dude,
so
he'll
easy.
teach me. Like he'll talk about something like what, and I'm like, how can we can
Remember,
get
he'd be
into
like, remember that movie in 2004? That one
yeah.
actor?
So he
Hey.
he helps me with that because I get
I geek out on
so
Marvel. Right, I
lost, and he's
understand.
like, in order to understand that you've had to watch you had to watch Loki, and I'm
Join
like,
us.
I got the first season. Was that a B?
Yeah, he's joining us on
right.
the podcast.
welcome to the Brian
Gonna
Knows
talk about his
podcast.
honey.
So like, he's like, you got to watch Loki. You got to watch the second season. I'm like, I only watch the first season, so I'm not worried about. I'm not going to mess with him.
Second season's good too, though.
Right, that's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like you'd
Oh my
understand
gosh,
this
yeah.
more.
For Phase
And,
5
like,
and 6 of Marvel.
Like we'll get into the movies. Like just watched, not when it came out, but like when Fantastic Four came out. Like I would have understood things a little bit more.
We saw that opening.
We saw it 3 days after it opened. I wanted to go.
It was good though. I liked
Post-credit
it.
scene.
I thought it was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I think it lives up to the old ones. Personally, as its own approach to the
I like
Fantastic
the old
Four.
ones, but I like the new one.
Right, I don't have a problem with it, except for 2015. I
There's
hate
just
it.
But see, here's
Oh, I
what
hate- yeah, I don't like
here's
that
the
one.
awesome thing about it. You can be me, you can be Brian, and not know the background of it, and just enjoy it
Right,
for
as
what
a
it
movie.
is,
Yeah.
right?
As a
Or you
superhero.
can be somebody like the three of you guys that understand, the backstory, things that are going on, and enjoy it as well, or if not more. So it fits for everybody, and that's where I like, when it comes to collectibles, you might just get it because you think it's cute. You might just get it because it reminded you of one thing. Thing is, it brought you to a good place, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it allows for conversations like this to be able to take place.
And to meet people.
Yeah, and that's what the great thing is, because like sometimes we get in our bubble, we stay to ourselves, and
Right.
so when you can talk about, when you hear somebody, you might be at work and you hear somebody mention something, you're like, what? Tales
Actually,
from
that's
the Crypt
wrong
or whatever it is.
because-
Tales
Yeah.
from the Crypt.
Right, so it doesn't matter what it is, and like you guys, it gives you something to bond over, and I think that's great.
Exactly.
Anyway, you guys, I think we're gonna have to have you guys on some future episodes, because a lot of the stuff you guys are into, Gavin and I are into the same thing. But love to see your takes, things that get you guys excited. So I like the fact of this duo of Sam and Brandon together. So what we get to do on our podcast, we're foodies, so we think it's important to be able to share a meal with somebody to break bread. So
that's nice.
we get to eat.
Right.
Normally, his mom, my wife, is making something, so we get a home cooked meal, and we get to eat together on microphone, because you wonderful people out there in podcast land like to hear people chomping on food for some reason.
Yeah, they do.
So it's a
And you like doing it, Dad.
it gets me choked up.
Right.
The funny thing is when we have people on the podcast that are like, like you, Sam,
Yeah.
and then they have to hear themselves, because one thing we always do is we take the first bite on the microphone, so we'll get right
like
in there
this.
like this, and and you can hear the saliva, and
Right.
it's great. So you get to enjoy
great.
your episodes
Love
when we
it.
do that. So luckily, no food for you today. So we're gonna get you guys back on here. We're gonna conclude this whole thing because this is the end. This is gonna be a wrap for us. Thank you, Sam and Brandon, for coming on here.
Absolutely.
Thank you
No problem.
guys
Thank you.
for
you guys.
yeah, of course. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for listening to this episode. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. It's at Brian Knows Me. If you look in the show notes on both the podcast and on the YouTube, you find our store. Again, Gavin and I make no money off of the merchandise, but we just appreciate the support. Make sure you tell your friends about it. If you're listening on a place you can give it some stars, give it 5 stars, because doctors say that's good for your health. Gav, anything I'm forgetting to mention?
No.
Thank you, Mr. Man of Many
I don't
Words.
know.
No, you're good. You're good.
My full length episode.
This is your first full length
Like,
episode.
be the co-host.
You're doing a good job. You're like the Andy to my. Anyway, we'll stop there.
Students become the master.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? I think it hit everything. Yeah, make sure all podcast platforms. Tell your friends about it. That's the best thing. Guys, thank you again for coming on. Thank you
Thank
guys
you,
for
guys.
listening to this episode. This is
Thank you.
Brian knows, and Gavin does too,
I
about
do
how
too.
to spend the money in our wallet here at the Toy and Comic Book
spend a lot of money.
Expo.
Bye, guys.
Brian knows, yeah, Brian knows. Good food, good ideas, that's how it goes. We're talking, we're living, just taking it slow. One bite, one thought on the Brian Knows Show.